Welcome back to Pocket Change Coins. You won't believe the rare and valuable US coins still hiding in everyday pocket change. Some are worth a fortune. If you're into finding real money in unexpected places, make sure to like and subscribe for more surprising coin discoveries. Let's dive right in. First, we're talking about the United States Susan B. Anthony $1 coin from 1979, a piece of modern American numismatic history that, under the right circumstances, has shocked collectors by commanding jaw-dropping prices. Now, let's journey back to 1979, the year this iconic coin was introduced. The U.S. Mint launched the Susan B. Anthony dollar as a bold attempt to bring a small-sized dollar coin into circulation. For the first time in American history, a real woman, not a symbolic figure like Lady Liberty, was featured on U.S. currency. Susan B. Anthony, the fearless suffragette who fought tirelessly for women's right to vote, was honored on this coin to mark the changing tides of gender equality and American values, but despite its historical significance, the coin struggled to gain popularity in circulation. Its size and color were often confused with quarters, leading to confusion and limited public acceptance. However, what once seemed like a failed experiment in U.S. currency has now become a treasure hunt for collectors around the world. So, what makes the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar valuable today? It's not just age, it's all about minting varieties, striking errors, and high-grade conditions. One of the most sought-after versions is the 1979 P wide rim or near-date variety. On these coins, the rim is thicker, and the date appears closer to the edge of the coin compared to the more common narrow rim version. This small design detail, often overlooked by casual observers, is key in identifying a high-value rarity. But wait, it gets better. Collectors and grading experts have also found proof errors, such as the 1979 S Type 1 and Type 2 differences. Type 2 features a clearer and more defined mint mark than Type 1, making it much scarcer. On top of that, rare striking errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, and even coins mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet, can send the value skyrocketing. If you come across a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, the first step is to check the mint mark, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Then look at the date spacing and the coin's edge. If you spot the wide rim or notice any doubling on the text, or if the coin seems misaligned or oddly struck, do not ignore it. It might be worth far more than just $1, and if your coin happens to be in pristine, uncirculated, or proof condition, especially if it has been certified and graded as MS-67 or higher by top-tier grading companies like PCGS or NGC, you're looking at serious collector interest. These high-grade examples, combined with rare errors or varieties, have lit up recent auctions with unbelievable results. In fact, one such Susan B. Anthony dollar from 1979, showcasing extraordinary mint characteristics, high-grade preservation, and extreme rarity, stunned the numismatic world when it sold for an astounding $200,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin most people once overlooked and rejected is now making headlines with six-figure price tags. It's a thrilling reminder that treasures are still out there, hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. So now I ask you, have you checked your change jar lately? Do you have any 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars hiding in your coin collection or tucked away in an old envelope? Take a closer look. Get yourself a magnifier, do some research, and explore the hidden details. You might be sitting on a mini fortune without even realizing it. Second rare coin, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States Eisenhower $1 coin from 1971, with the D mint mark, minted in Denver. A coin that many people casually tossed into pockets or vending machines decades ago, could today be worth a staggering $150,000, if you know what to look for. The Eisenhower dollar was first issued in 1971 to honor Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a five-star general in World War II. This coin wasn't just a monetary tool, it was a patriotic tribute, bearing the bold profile of Eisenhower on the obverse and a stunning depiction of the Apollo 11 insignia landing on the moon on the reverse. That design alone makes it an icon among U.S. coins. But the 1971 D. Eisenhower dollar? That's a different story. It's a treasure waiting to be discovered. Now, what makes this coin so special and valuable? First, let's talk about rarity and production flaws. The 1971 D. Eisenhower dollar was made with a copper-nickel clad composition, not silver like the earlier proof versions from San Francisco. But despite being a circulation coin, there were striking errors, planchet anomalies, and unique variations that slipped past mint quality checks, making certain 1971 D coins extremely rare. One of the most significant factors driving up the value of some 1971 D Eisenhower dollars is the presence of double die errors, particularly noticeable on the lettering like Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date itself. These double strikes, caused during the minting process when the coin receives a misaligned second impression, create a ghostly doubling effect that collectors go crazy for. Another rare issue to look for is off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted to one side. Combine that with a high-grade condition, such as a coin preserved in mint state, MS 66 or higher, with its original luster, and you've got a serious candidate for auction houses or private collectors. Some experts and collectors have even discovered 1971 D Eisenhower dollars struck on silver planchets, though this was not officially intended for Denver minted coins. These accidental silver strikings are exceedingly rare, and their metallic composition can be verified through specific gravity testing or certified grading companies. If you stumble upon one of these unicorns, you're looking at a massive windfall. Let's not forget, grading is everything in the numismatic world. A typical circulated coin might fetch a few bucks, but a 1971 D Eisenhower dollar that's graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, especially if it contains errors or silver composition, can command premium prices that defy expectations. To illustrate this point, one remarkable 1971 D Eisenhower dollar with a double die reverse and graded at a top-tier level recently made waves in the auction scene, selling for a jaw-dropping $150,000. Yes, you heard that right. One single coin, a piece of everyday American history, sold for the kind of money most people dream about. This is why collectors, both seasoned and new, are constantly searching through their old coin jars, estate sales, and inherited collections. The thrill of discovery is alive and well, and with knowledge and patience, anyone can get lucky. So, coin lovers, grab your magnifying glass, check those 1971 Eisenhower dollars, and especially focus on those with a D mint mark. Look closely for doubling, off-centering, or unusual luster that could hint at silver content. And if you're unsure, consult a grading professional. Your ordinary-looking dollar could turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime find. Third expensive coin. Have you ever flipped through your coin collection or pocket change and stumbled upon a large, bold dollar coin with President Dwight D. Eisenhower's face on it? If you have, stop everything, because the 1972 D. Eisenhower $1 coin might just be the treasure you've been overlooking all this time. Especially if it's hiding a secret, a minting error, a striking flaw, or a rare die variety. These aren't just coins anymore, they're opportunities waiting to be discovered. And today, you're going to find out exactly why one of these seemingly common Eisenhower dollars could be worth a jaw-dropping $130,000. Let's rewind the clock to the early 1970s. America was in the mood to celebrate its triumphs, both political and scientific. To honor the late President Dwight D. Eisenhower and to commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing, the U.S. Mint launched a brand new dollar coin in 1971. It was big, it was bold, and it became the first dollar coin since 1935's peace dollar. By 1972, the Eisenhower dollar was gaining momentum, and millions were minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark on the reverse. But here's where things get exciting. Not all 1972 D Eisenhower dollars are created equal. Some coins slipped through with incredible minting errors that make collectors' hearts race. We're talking about double die obverse errors, clipped planchets, and even off-metal strikes that somehow made it past the mint's quality control systems. These rare flaws are what turn a regular dollar into a rare prize. One of the most famous error types on the 1972 series, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, but sometimes confused with Denver issues, is the Type 2 reverse, which features a weak and less detailed earth over the eagle on the reverse. While Type 2 is technically not from the Denver Mint, many collectors confuse them due to wear or planchet issues. But here's the kicker: some 1972 Eisenhower dollars have been misstruck or struck with worn dies, leading to blurry designs, weak details, or dramatic off-center strikes. Coins with these features, especially when preserved in top condition, are highly sought after. Grading plays a massive role in the value of these coins. A 1972 Eisenhower dollar in circulated condition might fetch a few bucks, but if yours is in mint state condition, specifically MS-66 or MS-67, it becomes a premium collectible. Add a minting error to that, and suddenly, auction houses are ready to open their wallets wide. Let's talk real numbers for a moment. At major auction events, select 1972 Eisenhower dollars with rare features, such as dramatic off-center strikes, incorrect planchet metal, or exceptionally high grades, have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. In one remarkable case, a pristine example with an unusual die clash and brilliant uncirculated finish shocked collectors by selling for a staggering $130,000. Yes, that's one coin, worth more than some luxury cars or a house down payment. So, what should you be looking for in your own collection? Start by inspecting the coin's luster and strike quality. Look for doubling on the lettering or the date. Check for design details like the eagle and earth on the reverse. Any weak strikes, unusual textures, or off-metal coloring could be your golden clue. And most importantly, check the edge and the shape. Clipped, curved, or misaligned edges are all indicators of possible mint errors. Collectors, this is your call to action. The Eisenhower dollar series is often overlooked because it's not made of silver or gold, but that's precisely why it hides so many undiscovered gems. Don't underestimate the 1972 You might just be holding one of the rarest examples ever produced. If you think you've got something special, consider sending it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. Their certification could unlock its true market value. Last unique coin, we're about to unlock the incredible details behind the 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin, a piece of American history that's hiding far more than its face value. In fact, one special example of this coin has stunned experts and collectors alike by reaching a value of $100,000. Let's dive deep into this fascinating coin's backstory. The Eisenhower dollar series began in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing. But by 1974, the coin had already started to evolve, both in design detail and in collector appeal. The 1974 issue, in particular, was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and also struck in limited numbers in San Francisco as part of the proof sets. But not all of these coins were made equal, and that's where things get truly interesting. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar might appear ordinary at first glance. It features the iconic portrait of Eisenhower on the obverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, and a powerful reverse image of an eagle landing on the moon with Earth in the background, a nod to American space achievements. But hidden among the millions produced are a select few that stand out due to rare errors, production flaws, and outstanding condition. One of the key things collectors look for in the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a high-grade uncirculated condition, ideally in MS-66 or MS-67. Coins in these grades are extremely hard to come by, especially given the coin's large size and the common contact marks from mint handling. But beyond condition, it's the errors that make some of these coins true superstars. Imagine holding a coin that was struck on the wrong planchet, like a 40% silver planchet when it was meant to be clad. Or a coin with a dramatic double die, where the lettering or date appears to be slightly offset or even shadowed. These errors are not just mistakes, they are collector gold. Even more compelling are off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and strikes with misaligned dies that give the coin a unique and unmistakable appearance. Such coins are incredibly rare, and when authenticated by grading services like NGC or PCGS, they can fetch enormous prices at auction. Let's talk numbers, real auction numbers. In recent years, some era 1974 Eisenhower dollars and exceptionally preserved high-grade examples have made headlines. At coin shows and specialized auctions, collectors have paid thousands, even tens of thousands, for coins that have these rare features. And believe it or not, one stunning 1974 Eisenhower dollar, with a unique off-metal strike and graded MS-67 by PCGS, brought in a jaw-dropping $100,000 at auction. That's not a dream, that's the reality of numismatic history. So, how do you know if your coin could be the next headline maker? Here's what to do. First, carefully examine the coin's surface and details. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the lettering, the date, and the mint mark. Any signs of doubling, misalignment, or unusual coloration could be clues to a rare error. Next, check the edge. A clipped or smooth edge could suggest a striking flaw. And of course, condition is key. No heavy scratches, minimal marks, and a strong, original luster are what elevate a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Collectors, if you have a 1974 Eisenhower dollar sitting in your stash, now is the time to re-examine it. These coins may not have been made of precious metal, but their historical significance, combined with minting quirks and their sheer size, make them a collector's favorite. And who knows? You could be holding a rare gem that's been waiting to shine. That if you've ever found a 1974 Ike dollar with an unusual feature, or you're not sure what you've got, drop a comment below. Share your story, ask your questions, and join the conversation. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you love coin collecting and rare money finds. Because in the world of coins, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. So remember this. One single United States Eisenhower $1 coin from 1974 recently made headlines with an auction price of $100,000. And the next rare treasure might just be in your very own collection.